Hello everybody, welcome to another video with me, Alexander. We're going to go through some guitar basics today, and we're going to learn some open chords today. They're really nice to learn when we start off playing guitar because we don't need to use all of our fingers to play them. And something that we'll learn a bit later, we don't need to use our barring method, bar chords you may have heard of, which is the movable chord position. Bar chord would look like this, and it requires a bit more strength. And now the open version of this chord, and it's called an open chord because there are open strings that don't have any fingers on them, like the high E and the A. Open chord. So we're going to learn 4 open chords today. We're going to learn A minor, we're going to learn E minor, we're going to learn G major, and we're going to learn D major. Okay? You got like a nice little song going on there. Now, to mention about our hand position, when we're playing the neck of the guitar, most of the time our thumb is directly behind the neck in a horizontal way. We don't typically grip the guitar like this. It doesn't go this way. I don't even think I could try and do that if I tried. Typically, the thumb is behind where your fingers are in a horizontal manner. Now, there are cases where you do play chords with your thumb, where it reaches over like this, which is an exception to this rule. But in general, when we're playing chords, our thumb is behind the neck in a long ways fashion, and that's our support, that's our foundation. Okay. So we're going to start off by playing A minor, and we're going to be using our first finger, second finger, and third finger for this one. So our first finger is going to go on the first fret of the B string, also known as the second string from the bottom. So we're going to count up 1, 2 strings, and then that pointer finger is going to go on the first fret. Okay? Now we're going to get our third finger, and it's going to go on the second fret of the G string, or the third string from the bottom. So we're going to count up 3 strings, 1, 2, 3. And lastly, we're going to get our second finger, and it's going to play the second fret of the D string, or the fourth string from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, we're not going to play the low E string. That string it's not going to go in this chord. It wouldn't sound very nice if it played in this chord. This is how it would sound if we did. It can sound a bit muddy, but to play A minor in this position, we're going to leave out this E string. So we're just going to play from the 5th string down, from the A string down. And there we have it, A minor. A minor triad. So it's actually a 3-note chord, and there are some notes that repeat. There's the A note that repeats, which is an octave. Often a lot of these chords have notes that repeat. So even though we might be playing more than 3 strings, we're only playing 3 notes. So I'm playing 5 strings right now, but there are 2 notes that repeat. There's 2 A's, and there are 2 E's. 2 E notes there. Okay. So now that we've done A minor, we're going to move on to E minor. So we're going to be playing all 6 strings for this one. We're going to use our second and third finger, and we're going to get our second finger, and it's going to play the second fret of the A string. And that's the 5th string from the bottom. So we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strings from the bottom, we're going to count down 2 frets. 1, 2, that note there. And then we're going to get our third finger and we're going to play 2nd fret of the D string or the 4th string from the bottom. And then we're going to play all strings, so that means I don't need to mute any strings and just play it all out like that. There we go. E minor. And now we're going to play G major. Or you can play it like this. We're going to start off by getting our 2nd finger and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string, or the 6th string from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up. 3rd fret. We're going to get our 2nd finger and it's going to play the 2nd fret of the A string, or the 5th string from the bottom. So we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2nd fret. And then the next finger, the 3rd finger, is going to go on the 3rd fret of the B string, or the 2nd string from the bottom. So we're going to count down 1, 2, 3, and it's going to go right there. So altogether so far we've got. And then lastly, our pinky finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the high E string, or the 1st string down the bottom. Count 1, 2, 3, pinky finger there. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and a finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. And altogether it sounds like this. All right. And lastly, we're going to do our D major chord, and that looks like this. Now, this D major chord, we're not going to be playing the top 2 strings. We're going to be playing from the 4th string down. All right. So we're going to get our pointer finger and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of B string, or the 3rd string from the bottom. We're going to get our 3rd finger and put 3rd fret of the B string, which is the 2nd string from the bottom. And then we're going to get our 2nd finger and we're going to play the 2nd fret of the high E string, or the 1st string, right down the bottom. And then playing from the 4th string down, it sounds like this. So we've got our D major chord. Now all that together sounds like this. And we're just going to add a real simple strumming pattern to this, okay? And it's going to go like this. So it's going to be down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. All right, I'll leave you all with that, and we'll speak next time. Thank you.